We give you the facts, it's not what you think. Popeye Newsling, Young King, 1 yard, bless.
Good morning, Popeye. Grandma watch Popeyes every morning and every night.
What am I think? What am I think? You're listening to Popeye News Links. This is the Admiral Tibet who I represent, and remember, the time is so serious, cantankerous and dangerous. This is Popeye News Links.
People of Center, St. Mary and surrounding.
Yeah, watch Popeyes, mama.
Here is
Where I watch?
Popeye.
are you on exactly? If you are,
Greetings viewers and subscribers. In the news today, we are learning that Saturday night, March 8th, about some minutes after 10 o'clock, a senior member of the Portmore Seventh-day Adventist Church at Port Anderson Road in Portmore securely locked it up and went away. Early yesterday morning, Sunday, March 9, a hoodlum went to the church and forced open a door to the side and entered. The hoodlum then thieved cash amounting to over 50,000 Jamaican dollars from one of the rooms in the church. The hoodlum then made good his escape. Not even the church. Boy, may I tell you. Now, in this next report, detectives in St. Ann, they have arrested and charged a 25-year-old handyman. His name is O'Brien Walters and he's living at Walker's Hood in the parish of St. Ann. O'Brien, he has been charged for the offense of arson. The allegation is that a female in her early 40s, she operates a shop in the Walker's Wood area. On Monday night, February 24, about 9 o'clock, the female, she locked up her grocery shop and left. She stopped at a bar in the community where she saw her two sons and O'Brien in an argument. That argument escalated into a fight with her two sons and O'Brien. It is said that persons intervened and parted them, but O'Brien, as he was leaving, he told the mother that "Me I go burn down your shop." Later that same night, someone was passing the shop and saw O'Brien setting fire to the shop. On seeing the person, O'Brien, he ran off in bushes. An alarm was raised and members of the community, they came out and they chased O'Brien, but he escaped. The residents, they tried to put out the fire, but they could not. A unit from the Ocharias Fire Department responded and they put out the fire, but by this time, part of the shop and all the goods inside were destroyed by fire. O'Brien, he was held by the police last week and he was charged for the offense of arson. So he will be going to the courts shortly. In this next report, we are learning that for a while now, two neighbors, they have been warring over land at Altside District in the parish of Trelawney. One of them is called Joseph. He is about 53 years old. And the other one is Andrew Newell, but he's popularly known as Dave. Dave is 52 years old. Yesterday morning, Sunday, March 9, Joseph, he was in the process of building a boxing to cast a column to build a wall. It is said that Dave, he saw Joseph doing this and told him that he was building the column on his land. An argument developed and two tools them start to fight. It is further alleged that Dave, he used a machete to chop Joseph to the back of his head, his right ear, his right shoulder, and two different places in his back. Joseph, he was rushed to hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. The police, they have since arrested and charged 52-year-old Andrew Newell, also known as Dave, for wounding with intent, and he'll be going to the courts shortly. Why may I tell you, hey, some people serious about them land, In this next report, we are learning that a 4-year-old boy named Zayden, he's a student at the Friendship Basic School and he's living in the Bunkers Hill area of Trelawney. He is now in hospital suffering from serious injuries. Reports are that on Saturday morning, March 8, about 10:30, Zayden, he was in the company of his 14-year-old sister and 3 cousins along the Unity Main Road. It is said that Zayden, he ran across the road into the path of a motorcycle and was hit. He received serious head injuries and his right foot was fractured. We are told that the rider for the bike, he fled the scene. Zayden, he was rushed to hospital where he was admitted in a serious condition. Let's hope that young Zayden pulls through. Sad indeed. In yesterday's video, I told you that I'd be updating this report. It was about an accident that took place with that female on your screen and she was killed. Her name is Brittany McKenzie. Brittany was a 25-year-old customer service rep and she was living at Rosemount in the parish of St. James. The accident, it took place early yesterday morning, Sunday, March 9, about 4:30. It took place in front of where the Hard Rock Hotel is being constructed along the Lilliput Main Road in the parish of St. James. Now, what we're learning is that a guy in his late 20s, he's called Roderick. Roderick, he was driving a white 2013 BMW motor car. The car, it was traveling from Greenwood direction towards Barretttown. 4 passengers were in the car to include Britney, and our information is that Roderick, him did a burn up road. Roderick did a skate on the Lilliput Main Road. Roderick, he was in the process of negotiating a left-hand bend in front of where the hotel is being constructed, but due to how fast the car was going, Roderick, he failed to keep the car on the left and it went into the right lane, and Roderick, he ended up losing control of the car. The car, it then side-slipped back into the left lane and exited the left road edge into a ditch. It then went onto the dirt embankment, then flipped and rolled for some distance along the embankment. If you look on your screen, that is what is left of the BMW motor car. During the time that the car was flipping and rolling, Britney, who was sitting on the back right passenger seat, she was thrown out of the vehicle through the sunroof onto the roadway. Britney, she fell in the left lane and slid to the middle of the road. She was then dragged by another vehicle for some distance in the left lane. Britney, she died on the spot. The driver and 3 other passengers who were in the BMW motor car, they were seriously injured and rushed to hospital. Sad indeed. But this accident was all because of speed on Roderick's part. Boy, may I tell you. This accident, it took place Saturday night, March 8th, almost 12 midnight. It took place along the Akeem Main Road in the parish of Westmoreland. Now, what we are learning is that 3 motorcycles, they were traveling towards White House direction. One of the bike riders was Akeem Campbell, but he was popularly known as Blackman. Blackman was 29 years old and he lived at Petersville in the parish of Westmoreland. So we are told that the bike riders, to include Blackman, they were riding carelessly on the road. Remember now, this was close to midnight, so the road was not busy. The bike riders, they overtook a black Toyota Voxy that was traveling in front of them, and Blackman, he collided head-on into the front left section of a Toyota Fielder motor car that was coming in the opposite direction. Blackman, he was thrown from the bike onto the asphalted main road, and that was it for him. He received serious head and bodily injuries and he ended up dying on the spot. The driver for the Toyota Fielder and a female who was sitting in the front passenger seat were also injured, but their injuries are not considered life-threatening. Sad indeed, but Blackman, he gave away his own 3 points. Sad indeed. This one, it took place Saturday afternoon, March 8th, about 1:30. It took place at Grape Avenue in the Vineyard Estate area of Bushy Park in the parish of St. Catherine. Our information is that a man, his name is Adrian Anthony Marsh. On July 22 coming up, he'll be celebrating his 39th birthday. he was a press officer living in the Nannyville Gardens area of Kingston 3. Adrian, he was at the home of a female when he received a telephone call. Adrian, he then walked out to the garage area of the house to meet someone, but he was met by pure gunshots. The hoodlums, they then made good their escape. When the smoke was clear, Adrian, he was seen lying motionless on the garage floor under the vehicle in the garage in a pool of blood. The police, they were called, and when they inspected Adrian, it was revealed that he had received several gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. Adrian, he died on the spot. Listen this now. We are learning that when the police processed this crime scene, 42 spent shells were recovered from the scene. So, whoever it was, and for whatever reason they wanted Adrian, Adrian was badly wanted, and his killers, apart from killing him, they were sending a message. The mayhem. In this next report, now, I'm going to be updating this report in a subsequent video, but what we are learning is that man on your screen, his name is Garey Banks. Garey was 49 years old, and we are told that he is originally from Portmore in the parish of St. Mary. For a while now, Garey, he was living and working in the parish of St. James. We are learning that earlier this afternoon, Monday, March 10, about 12:30, gunshots were heard being fired in the Fairfield Estate area of Montego Bay in the parish of St. James. When the smoke was clear and residents went and made checks, Garey, he was seen lying on his back along the Fairfield Estate Road. The police, they were called, and when they inspected Garey, he had received gunshot wounds to his head and his upper body. He died on the spot. Now, like I said, I'll be updating this report in a subsequent video. Stand by for that. The mayhem. So let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. Have you hit on the love button as yet? If you have not yet done so, remember to hit on it. Also, if you are over here watching our videos and you have not yet subscribed, hit on the subscribe button, as also hit on the notification bell. Then click all so that whenever we drop a new video, you'll be one of the first to be notified. In the final report for today, a high-level investigation is taking place into this incident. Now, what we are learning is that a bike show was held somewhere in the Little London police area last night. One of the persons at that event was that young man on your screen. His name is Jermaine Davion Johnson, but he was popularly known as SavMan. SavMan was 20 years old, and we are told that he's from 105 Darling Street in Savannah, but he was living in the Grangeville area of Westmoreland. There is SavMan on his bike at the bike show last night. Now, we are told that SavMan and about 8 or 9 other males, all riding bikes, they left the bike show at minutes after 10 o'clock last night heading to Grangeville, but on reaching in the Fullersfield area, gunshots were fired and SavMan, he was hit. He received gunshot wounds to the center of his chest and the right side of his back. SavMan, he was rushed to the Savannah Hospital where he died whilst undergoing treatment. Our information is that the police, they had reported that SavMan, he was shot and killed by hoodlums. But guess what? We were contacted by persons who are saying that SavMan, he was shot and killed by the police because they signaled him to stop and he refused. Now, this is what is happening. Follow me carefully. Follow me carefully. Persons are crying for justice, but so far, we are told that none of the persons who were riding with SavMan are willing to give a statement as to exactly what took place. Me personally, I was contacted by persons who say that they saw what took place. And when I asked them for interviews, even when I'm assuring them that I would distort their voice, they are saying no. But guess what? No. What you must understand is this. The truth is, Squaddy now go tell upon themselves. So if you saw what took place and you refuse to talk, all we can do is speculate. If you not give Indicom a statement as to what you saw, only the police are gonna give statements. And like I said, them now go talk upon themselves. If you want justice, you have to do what it takes to get justice. Got it? And if you want to contact me, if you saw what took place and you want to talk, I will distort your voice. Send me a WhatsApp message to 876-458-9111. The mayhem continues. Blessed love, everybody.
Tell a friend for tell a friend for tell a friend about Popeye Newslink and PNL Blog TV. Like, subscribe and share. Quicksilver sing, if we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. If we just unite, what a country this will be. If we just unite, Jamaica live in unity. Hey, crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. I coulda sunshine or rain. Jamaica, no problem, no pain. Rude boy them no out can't tame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. To the street and the lane, everybody them start complain. Bloodshed, what a shame, but me want me country back. Give me country back. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica. Jamaicans mash up Jamaica. Oh Jamaica, me sweet Jamaica. Jamaica, Jamaica, the land of the sun. Jamaica become now the land of the gun. East and north and south when me turn. Country and town, man a play blood a run. Murder, don't you baby me hear them a murder. Cut it out, tell them no gonna further. Man a dead like cans and bird, yeah. Who no listen them a word, yeah. Crime it a mash up Jamaica. Criminals them a mash up Jamaica.